a little bit, and I'm like, why is this happening to me? I don't know. The people who have their rooms at the back of the boat, I feel like you're kind of constantly shimmying because you're over the engines. I'm in the middle somewhere, so I don't feel that. But it's super weird and awesome, but mostly super weird. And we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But first, I want to talk about how cool it is that I get to be here, not just because it's a ship and we're going to the Caribbean, but because I get to play music for you. And applaud yourselves while I plug myself in. Generally when I play a show by myself or with my brother, the audience is much younger, and there's nothing, I have no issue with that. I love all of my audience. But there are certain songs that they just don't get, not because they're not smart or they're not aware of things, but just because they're not 33, you know? And so I get to play, I'm very excited to get to play those songs on days like today, and instead of being I love the song so much, I'm gonna play it for you, and everybody'd be like, I've never seen that show that you're singing about, and me being sad in return, being you missed out on the best part of life. I get to play the song and you get to appreciate it. This song, the first verse is from the perspective of a young ensign on the day of his first command in Starfleet. Stardate 42695.3 was a pretty big day for me. I was given my first command, but it turned out to be more difficult than I planned. So I went to record and said, what if I fail? What if I freeze up with the Borg on our tail? What if the choice I make is wrong? And a record said to me, Wesley, give me a break. It's arrogant to think you'll never make a mistake. But when you're in that position, only have to ask yourself one question. You ask, what would Captain Picard do? What would Captain Picard do? Well, he'd ensure the safety of his ship and his crew, and then complete the mission, and he'd make himself a better person. Bring peace to the galaxy, and he'd do it for free. Oh yeah, that's what Captain Picard would do. Well, I just woke up after 3 centuries, and my first thought was of money. Not that my family was gone. This punk guy in a jumpsuit said to me that they'd abolish currency. Everything I worked for was gone. Oh, there was nothing to withdraw. So I said to him, what do you invest in if you don't have big corporations? He said, we invest in ourselves. And maybe I should try that out for myself, because that's what Captain Picard would do. Yeah, that's what Captain Picard would do. He'd ensure the safety of his ship and his crew, and then complete the mission, and he'd make himself a better person, bring peace to the Federation, and earn the Klingons' admiration. Oh yeah, that's what Captain Picard would do. Oh, remember when he told us to remove the saucer section, and even though we were at warp 9, there was no objection. And yeah, we could have killed the Borg using Hugh, but we agreed with the captain it was the wrong thing to do. And I'd rather follow Dixon Hill, private detective, than observe some outmoded esoteric prime directive. So I was looking up the lyrics to this song before the cruise because I forget the words, and I forgot about that lyric. In the studio version, I dropped it. I have no idea why. I was super excited about that when I found it. tortured for 40 days and nights. He told that Cardassian that there were 4 lives. There are 4 lives! Yeah, when you're confused and the choice seems too hard, just think of Captain Picard.